We've got Stang. I like to think of this guy as a Mustang. He's a race car. Mustang. He's gone for Altar, Ziggurat, Crypt. On 4 Acolytes and then a 5th. Looking good. Pink, Undead on the bottom left. It's Stang. Top right, we've got Quaylind. Quaylind is a Altar, Burrow, Lumber opening. If this is a Voodoo Lounge, he's gonna go Blade. If this peon becomes a Voodoo, he will Blade. Otherwise, I think it's Farseer. It's a Voodoo Lounge. Okay, so we're gonna get Blade Master coming out from Quaylind. Boss champ. He fooled us all. You thought you were so clever. It's a Farseer with Voodoo Lounge opening. Why? Because he can. Okay, this is not what I'm used to. It shows what I know. What I think I know. Stang is also bucking the trend of normalcy. Because he's gone for a Graveyard. After Altar Crypt Ziggurat, Graveyard is never optimal as the next building. Or the next building. It is simply not required. Too much gold. And when you have no setup to do early Fiends, you don't need the Graveyard to get enough lumber because you get enough ghouls for the lumber anyway. Also, the distance at the start to the tree line is very low. Now, the only way that I can see this maybe work, and you can notice there's like a ghoul stop because his Ziggurat is too early. The only way that I can see this maybe work as a good thing. Wait, is he saving up for Fiend? Oh, he's saving up for Fiend. Okay. Unusual. Unusual. Timings are all a little bit off, but it is not a terrible build. It's not great though. There's a lot of idle time here, a lot of wasted crypt production time. But I can see what he's going for. This is like an uber safe, suboptimal 3 ghoul into Crypt Fiend. It's gonna be a Fiend, right? No, I think if... No, don't make another building, please. You don't need anything more. Another Acolyte? What?
A player's forces are under attack.
And where's the Fiend? And he doesn't have enough lumber to tech up to tier 2. So why is he using all of his ghouls to fight? And why does the Farseer sell his town portal? And buy 6 heal salves? Oh no, Stang will never have enough money to tech because he's not mining lumber. He needs 12 lumber. And his Acolyte is doing what? Running to an expansion, but he doesn't have enough gold for a gold mine either. And he does have enough gold and wood for a lumber, for a Ziggurat, but he doesn't have sacrificial skull, so why is the Acolyte here? You guys know that song? Boop, beep, boop, beep. That one? Where it's like, let's talk about honesty. You know nothing about family. Let's talk about the lies and the hate. You know that song? Yeah, I forgot what I wanted to say about that. Just wanted to connect with you on some music. There was something there, but I lost it because of my bad singing. Anyways, back to the orc base.
Greetings, friend.
Let's talk about you and me. No, not that one.
Are under attack.
Stang finally teched up. But why did he have a graveyard? And why didn't he make extra ghouls when he had 16 population? He's got 700 gold in the back. Why is he focusing on Farseer with 6 heal salves? And he has formation on. Oh, wow. And this is the same MMR as the game we just watched, you know. And both players had a pretty okay build order. But everyone is strong at different things. Orc is gonna go Shadow, tier 3, double Bestiary. Nice. Stang is repairing his Tomb of Relics. Meanwhile, Stang is trying to pretend that this doesn't hurt him as much as it really does by continuing to creep while tanking with the Death Knight, who will now become a big target for the Shadowhunter Hex Farseer Focus Fire. He coiled a 20 HP wolf. Screw that wolf in particular. They're both 20 health. He damaged them for 100 with a coil. He had it with their shit. Lost so much health, took so long. He's losing his shop. Always built in the same place, of course. Always. He's gonna do it again. He's not gonna build it here. Bronze players never switch their shop location. What? What? But this is the shop place. This one right here. What? Wrong. I guess it's like Justin Bieber said, never say never. You can learn so much from that guy. Truly an inspiration. Wow. Only the Sith build their shop in the same place all the time. Who will tell Stang that this is not Godsorn? Villagers don't need to look at the temple to generate worship and faith points. This is a gold mine. Oh my god, what are those acolytes doing to that mine? I don't know, Uther, Jaina, Arthas, but they're not doing enough to it. A little bit of creeping here, dropping pretty low. In a very strange world, there would be a triple bash and kill on the Death Knight. But it is not this world. Luckily, right? None of you would have wanted to see that. He gets the whole camp, a lot of XP, some gold, gets a clause of attack +8, pretty nice. But in my opinion, it is unplayable almost in bronze to go up against mass wyverns. Oh, hold on. One good thing happened for Stang. This orc is a crazy mad scientist that doesn't believe in the traditional hex heal. It's not enough for him that 100% of his army is piercing damage. He also wants snakes. I guess he's one of those people, like Texans, who think nothing can't be improved with a few extra snakes. Some rattlesnakes. Are there rattlesnakes in Texas? I don't know. Arizonans. Howdy. Arizonans. Australians are the king of snakes. Yeah. So clause of attack. We get a slaughterhouse coming. We get burrow upgrade, and then a fourth ghoul. Is there web yet? Does he see the web? Does he see the wyverns coming? Frost armor first. Not ideal into the wyverns. Yeah, if he had Hex, the DK would be dead, but he has snakes. Snakes and heal wise. I think we can conclude there is no web. He does have burrows, so he can save those guys. Web, what? We need web. Web stands for... If it was a rap song, it would stand for Webbed Ass Wyvern. Web. That doesn't quite work, does it? So he's got statues coming. Web enemy bats, there we go. He's got statues coming, but still no web. I wonder if he's gonna find this fiend burrowed here. So, lots of wyverns, 2 attack upgrade. Oh my god, I love it! Wow! So he gets 2 attack upgrades for wyverns, and then he switches to Bloodlust Torrents. I've done this before. It is probably my favorite strategy, together with Mass Witch Doctors. Wyverns into Bloodlust Torrents. It takes a hell of a long time to switch. It obviously doesn't feel amazing that you're switching into Torrents when you've already got 2 attack upgrades on wyverns. But I still don't think the optimization principle here of like getting armor so the Torrents benefit from it as well is the optimal play. Attack is obviously better on wyverns than armor, even if you're planning a Torrent switch. So I wouldn't change a thing. It's usually better just to get lots of wyverns regardless, but I think he expects that Stang is going to get web. He doesn't know that Stang is not a web believer. Which means that his wyverns are actually really good. Unless I missed it and he researched web some time ago, but I don't think so. Again, DK would be dead with Hex. Whoa. But instead, I wonder if he's rethinking the snakes, or if he still feels like the overarching game plan of level 1 snakes on Shadow 3 with wyverns is superior to the Hex. He may just prefer it as well. You don't have to min-max and play your best. There's a lot more to life in games than always playing the best possible way to play it. Right? You can also choose what you think is fun. I do that all the time. So it's got Tyrants now and Shamans. Shaman upgrade is coming. Pulverize is coming. Oh, did not expect that. I thought with 6 benefiting units for armor, he would get armor next. But he's getting the 1 benefiting unit melee attack upgrade for the 1 Tauren. Which also doesn't synergize with Pulverize. But it's still more damage. And if you're the one that is going to be doing damage and you're not afraid of getting hit back, then I suppose it is still technically optimal. I would never do this out of principle of lack of efficiency, but I think that's also a weakness in my thinking. It's like when I was commentating the pro game yesterday, where Fortitude was getting Spellbreaker attack upgrade, and I said the DPS increase on it is so low, 1 damage per second, but his breakers were barely getting attacked, and thus, even a little bit of DPS was still better than armor upgrade. I sometimes efficiency my way out of a game. So I think I'm learning a lot here from watching this. Quellant is also leveraging the 50 supply principle a lot. He's saving a lot, he's getting his upgrades, and very importantly, he's getting maximum burrow capacity, all on 50 pop. This is a very important skill and understanding to have. Stang is currently wondering what he should do. He's frozen like a deer in the headlights. He feels damned if he goes home, and he feels damned if he doesn't, because he keeps losing acolytes. He currently has 3, and his statue got blocked. A lot of damage on the Lich, but without web, it'll be difficult to bring it about to bear on the relevant targets. Oh, Quellant is a master of economy management. 50 pop, 80 over pop, and then straight over with lots of units at the same time. This is how you want to do it. I'm very proud of him. Double Kodo, Tauren, Bloodlust, and then Shamans. Going straight from 50 to 80 is a mastery of macro. He should still get a speed scroll. He currently has none. Speed scroll is amazing at closing the gap and attacking an opponent. It seems Stang forgot, or is intentionally staying on 3 acolytes. While technically this is 100% wrong, I could see in some way of thinking that if you mine out your base slower, you've still got something at 26 minutes. Let's say like you're suffering muscle atrophy after an airplane crash and you're not eating the emergency rations. You're like, I'll eat my muscles first. And then in 17 days, when we finally get found, if we get found in 17 days rather than 12 days, I'll still have rations. No muscles, but... And I think that's what Stang is going for here. He's a thrifty player. Alright, let's turn on the Bloodlust. I want to see it. There it is. Straight for the Shadow Hunter. This is a risky play, but it might just work. He still has Frost Nova. Is he gonna use it? He is not. Shadow would have been dead. Does he have it? Yes, he does. So there is web now. I don't know when he got it, but he got it at some point. What's that on the ground? Potion of healing. A little BM by Stang. So confident that he's gonna win that he's dropping potions on the ground. I think Orc is gonna win this one. This is a great attack move army. He made 1 snake, but this kind of army plays itself. If you can get away with playing like this, you should do it every time. There's nobody in bronze that can stop Bloodlusted, Wyvern Tauren. There's just nobody that can do it. One of the greatest attack move armies. Great play. Quellant, really like how he did it. Except for not having Hex, but he knew he wouldn't need it, question mark? GG. Cool game. Yeah, Orc, big outplay. I've seen StarCraft Pro players leaving some minerals in their main and natural so they have something to fall back on if they lose forward bases. That is true, and I've seen that and I've done it. But that's really a StarCraft thing. It has no place in Warcraft 3. At least I think so. Let's go to this Orc versus Human game. Gox versus Senyan. I'm gonna say that guy was not a Smurf. Some people think Smurf detected. I don't think so. There's pretty large variance in bronze. If he was a Smurf, he would 100% have Hex. And if he was a Smurf and he didn't have Hex, and he's like showboating with a secondary ability, he would have cast more than 1 snakes in that fight. He had a chance to cast 4 to 5 snakes. Senyan's gonna go for the altar farm barracks opening. A Snarf. There's just a good macro understanding by the orc. And he didn't really get pressured because there was never web. He never had to micro. Even if he did that FNAF Son, he would still cast more Serpent Wards if he was a Snarf. So Gox is gonna go for a 5 peon in gold mine. Opening here in this Bronze League hero match. And then he's gonna get a Voodoo Lounge, which means normally
Hey chat, did you know you
it's
can
Blade
use
first.
your Amazon Prime subscription to support an incredible streamer like Grubby for free?
Thanks, I'll send you your PayPal check soon, Monkey Ninja. It's gonna be Blade Master, right? With Voodoo Lounge? Yep. A cunning hero, adept at quickly killing individual units and creating confusion amongst enemies. Can learn Mirror Image, Windwalk, Critical Strike, and Bladestorm. Well, if those are the options, I think you should learn Bladestorm.
Greetings,
It's a lot better.
friend.
Yo, Jon Snow, thanks for the Prime. Thank you too, Monkey Ninja. I think you should go Bladestorm. On the other side, we've got a warrior hero, the Mountain King. Adept at offensive combat and disrupting enemy troops. Can learn Stormbolt, Thunderclap, Bash, and Avatar. Oh, you would have to connect it in your settings of your Twitch account, Netherjacks. I think you should do Avatar. It gives you bonus strength, health,
That Monkey Ninja
damage.
28, thanks for the reminder, Took Took.
Zug zug.
Senyan. Got a lot of idle peasants. Popped out as hero on the other side. But he's got the core essentials down. Maybe some militia creeping as well. 8 peasants, 2 footies, 2 farm. Could make another farm, 2 more footies and 1 or 2 more peasants.
Okie dokie.
Dub C3 for life.
This camp will leave him very hurt. This is not a good idea without militia. Get owned, footies. Both of them got ensnared. And suddenly the king finds himself alone. Blade Master comes in. Is he gonna steal it? Oh no! No! Oh no! Your hard work, Senyan! That's a tilter. Everything was stolen. That's 92 XP stolen. That's 184 XP swing. And the 20 gold. That's a 40 gold swing. And the items, which is worth another 150 gold. So this was like, if I were to express all of those in gold, and not counting the opportunity cost of coming here, specifically by itself, that steal, I would estimate that to be about worth 400, 500 gold swing between them. So if both players start at the neutral point, I would say Gox is 500 gold ahead now in terms of game momentum, which is an insane amount considering they've only mined 2,500 so far. So much damage and mental damage. That lost him like 70 gold worth of regen. Maybe 70 gold worth of regen by walking in there. But he did get eyes on Senyan. I think he's gonna go to the Boots of Speed, Goblin Merchant now. Gox was way too late attacking. He was so obsessed with the harass he was doing, he completely forgot to tech. Makes it slower than Senyan's tech. Oh, I thought they both wanted to kill the deer. Stormbolt. Ironically, Blade can win all 3 of these. Just hit the Mountain King, bruv. You've got 5.3 armor against 2. Blade has the 3rd best attack speed in the game. And really good damage. The highest starting agility and the 3rd best attack speed in the game. After Blood Mage and Demon Hunter. Let's say the base attack speed, not the boosted. Blood Mage doesn't have enough agility to fully make use of it yet. So Senyan is going to go Arcane Tower, Guard Tower. Human, by the way, is the most popular race in Bronze League Heroes. No, in bronze in general. And this is true for both Battle.net and W3 Champions. I think it's not about racial identity. I think people prefer their playstyle because human can be proactive. Maybe people even feel like it's easiest to play. Which runs contrary to what I would guess.
Okie dokie.
Maybe they're the most straightforward. Their win conditions are most easily understood. Thank you for the sub, Shibby. Jan-san. Jan-san? Am I casting you? Is this you?
Okie dokie.
Sen Jan, Jan-san? Are you subbing during this game?
To 1400? Sorry if it was discussed before.
Are you planning to cast a bit higher? Ah, to see the bronzes that got away. No, that's not me. Okay, cool. How is lovely Logan and you? We're doing great. Tuckered out. Senyan continuing to creep. Blade is looking to see if there's an expansion. He's got double grunt, double headhunter. Tier 2 is finished. Shadow is coming. Headhunter and brute strength for grunt upgrade. There's a bestiary on the way. Base looking pretty tight. Well spaced out burrows allow for opportunities to escape in your own base. He's gonna go for the Mercap. This is a pretty high level creep route. But the Headhunter is gonna spoil where he is. But instead of going for the gold, Senyan goes for the low hanging fruit and kills a single Headhunter. Blade Master gets an Ankh of Reincarnation, which he may need soon after. Headhunter gets stuck. That's the second Headhunter, but the XP goes to the creeps. Wow, 2 Headhunters and a Grunt. That was a risky camp, but he would have got away with it too if it wasn't for that pesky Scooby-Doo and his friends. Looks like Gox is emotional about this loss and will jump back into the fray. He clarities the blade. He's gonna try to steal the Sasquatch. I hope it gets down to the Windwalk steal on the Sasquatch, but I don't think so. Because an 8 armor Sasquatch is not easy to steal. Oh, he found the low footies. They weren't sent back far enough. Blade cleans up big time. Wow. That's 3 footies down, and he's not disabling the defense, so the footies remain slow. Turning around, hitting the blade. Bam! Level 3. They both lost 3-4 units now. They're pretty even. A Grunt and 2 Headhunters for 4 footies. And Shadow is going to get a lot of XP here from the Sasquatch. Second hero, Blood Mage. We got rifles coming. Do they have range yet? Yes, they do already have range. And he's got his Sanctum for Spellbreaker. Wow. Rifle Spellbreaker. Okay. Pretty unusual. Usually you see some priests, some sorceresses. Measure twice, cut once. Stormbolt's the Headhunter. Kills it too. He should go for the Shadow. If he doesn't go for Shadow... Okay, this is even better probably. I was just gonna say Shadow's gonna heal things. Bash. Second ability Bash. Blades is a problem though. Pretty good fights by Senyan. That's not the right blade.
Greetings, friend.
Siphon, after 1 second, immediately dispels summons. This functionality in that is core to Warcraft 3 was also copied by heroes like Lion in Dota 1 and Dota 2. Lion's mana drain is still used to clear illusions. Gox has decided to go for tier 3, probably just because he had a lot of money. Not any real conscious goal probably to go towards. I don't think he's gonna immediately use tier 3 in a big way. I think he just had money, which honestly is a fine decision if you have money anyway. I think his gold got up to about 1800 during all that. Senyan spent his resources much better. And he's going full rifle breaker. That's not a composition I've often seen. Ah! Oh! Oh, the item! The item! The item! Oh no! I thought you saw him come. You stormbolted him. That's a scroll of the beast to Blade. And now he's losing a breaker to Creeps and Blade. The Stormbolt, Stormbolt, Stormbolt the Blade, you kill him! You kill him, hit him! Okay, but there's of course... Ah! What? You can just walk away with your Mountain King. You got 5 seconds to walk away. You have boots of speed. He comes back with no mana. He has no boots. I guess he was afraid Shadow comes in, but Shadow was literally AFK. This is my support when I play Juggernaut in lane. Shadow Shaman off in some faraway La La land, clearing some sentry ward, while you're fighting the entire invasion alone. Did he think the Blade windwalked? I don't know. I think he saw and he would know that it's Ankh of Reincarnation. Oh, very aggressive player. Very, very aggressive. And he gets the creep jack as well. This is very poor timing for Senyan, who did do the due diligence of repurchasing a new town portal, but his rally point is being heavily abused. This is Lin's favorite style, catching reinforcement rallies. This orc is channeling his inner Lin. Great creep jack. He got a TP, 325 gold, a rifle, 205, and a priest, 160, for a total of 690 gold advantage. It's an amazing result for him, for very little effort. Didn't even take damage. Who's MK in Dota 2? Zeus. A rifle breaker army. He's got 1 attack upgrade on breakers. Every other upgrade would have been better. Attack upgrade rifle, armor on breakers. But still pretty cool. He's got to focus the Shadow Hunter. He has heal pot on the Mountain King. Shadow dropping real low. A single bash would end him. Auto attack. Oh, the Shadow accidentally miscontrolled. He was trying to hit the Mountain King with everything he has and sent his Shadow away, but his control groups overrode previous commands given. Blade, emotional about the loss of his friend, cannot accept. He's going to run in without boots. No, I'd love to just give him a good whopping right there. That Blade deserved a Stormbolt surround. But this Raider will still stay and die. Now, we're going to check the resources for the Orc. My guess is 1600 in the bank. Just about. 1600 in the bank. Very eager to attack, but he's dropping a lot of macro during all these attacks. And there is some diminishing return. So some of his attacks were fantastic. He got creep jacks, kills and everything, right? But because he's overdoing it and doesn't have a second gear, he has no reverse gear. He can never capitalize on victories. If you think about the previous time Gox got the creep jack, he could have bought a tiny Great Hall, go home, clear an expansion, build it, make a second, make 2 totems, make 3 burrows for all that money, right? Start mining from the expansion and then get like 6 torrents. And you know he's gonna get away with it because the human is afraid of getting attacked all the time because he got attacked so many times. Or at least you would think he gets away with it. But now, because Senyan had such great results in his own base, defending at his very own doorstep against over-eager attacks that were miscontrolled, now Senyan is feeling good. And he's gonna turn that Eye of Sauron towards Gox. Starting on the Voodoo Lounge. There is a lightning orb here. There's still a scroll of the beast that could be used. This could still be extremely valuable. Shop goes down. Flame strike on the peons. Gox has now stopped mining for the most part. He's got 50 food and 1500 gold. I love saving up on 50, but you should at least make over burrows so that you can go up if you require to go up. And now he can't even make any units. Who took... Oh no, 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 the Blade. The Blade's alone. He's attacking without the Blade. Oh god, he has no DPS. Blade is the only DPS this army. Maybe Berserkers a bit. Shadow in a very exposed location. Immediately gets punished for it. Senyan sees weaknesses, spots them, and abuses them. There's still very little mining. No unit production. Gox is so busy. And Senyan very fashionably dips out. He came, he saw, he conquered, and then he ran. Veni, vidi, vici, flee. I like it. At this point, Senyan, with his 1700 resources, could do two things. He could go for an expansion, power build it, or he could just take 7 peasants and do some long distance mining. Don't even have to make a base. Just stop mining lumber. Stop grabbing that wood. And start grabbing that gold. It gives you a little bit extra gold. Second attack upgrade on breakers. Even though he only has one. He has one breaker and he's getting second attack upgrade on breakers instead of a single one on rifles. Is that correct? Spoiler alert, every attack upgrade on breaker gives him 1 DPS. So he's paying twice the amount of resources for 1 DPS on one breaker, as opposed to getting, let's see, 21 to... As opposed to getting 2 DPS per rifle. So do you want 12 DPS for 100 gold? Or do you want 1 DPS for 200 gold? I think you want the 2 DPS on for 200 gold. It's obviously better. The 1 DPS for 200 gold. Yeah, we're all in agreement. This breaker's gonna kick ass and chew bubblegum, and he's all out of ass. So the expansion now for Gox, not a fast expansion, just a slow one with 3 towers. This comes at a very inopportune time, because he's spread out all over the map. Shadow in his base, blade below, units on the left. And a raider forgotten. Shop goes down once again. Gox did finally spend his money, but not on what really matters. Friendship. And units. Grunts have wedged themselves into a small corner. Mountain King panics and immediately uses the invul pot, but he focuses the Blade Master. Blade Master is getting attacked, forced to windwalk. 1 rifle goes down. Senyan. That breaker's doing serious work. Look at that damage. Huge. I almost saw it. I almost saw the Grunt's health move. Breaker has now died. Which means there really isn't much damage left. But the 6 rifles will still do it! He killed the blade! He killed his own breaker. He even got the deny. Stormbolt will leave this unit with 2 HP. Oh, a little bit more, 18. Bam! He's gonna flame strike here, isn't he? Right here. Does he need to? He says, I don't need to. I'm just gonna click it. And unlike many people, Senyan understands that the Great Hall was the price. The towers were not in position to protect it against such an army. Against breakers, yes. I think Gox made these to kill the breaker. But he forgot about the rifles. He didn't see them as a threat because the rifles have no upgrades. Because normally against rifle you would want tower, 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 tower and then Great Hall on top of it. Instead of hiding the towers behind the Great Hall. Where they cannot reach the rifles. Oh, he denied his breaker at full... Really? Did he kill his own breaker all the way? Does Flame Strike do more damage to buildings? It does not do more damage to buildings like Volcano. Nor less like Pitlord Rain of Fire. It just does damage. Second armor upgrade for breakers. Okay. I will say, I did not expect that.
The town is under siege.
Rifles with 0-0 and breakers with 2-2, but he has none. That is so cool. It just works. Are breakers worth it against Orc? Yeah, breakers are good against Orc. Better against FSTC than Blade Shadow, but they're good. Though you don't need their attack upgrades. You just use the mana feedback damage.
A player's
Cancel
forces
this.
are under attack.
GG. Gox left the game. Senyan mostly played a very, very good game. Nice game. Good attack. He defended Gox's attacks, and he never got phased from all the creepjacks. He lost so much in so many creepjacks. But a very nice
Okey-dokey.
comeback. Well played, GG.